What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Showtime is the Blazer King with King's Critiques, and we're back for Chainsmoker Cat. And I don't quite remember what happened in the last episode. I think it was when they encountered the chief with a laser gun or something. That was a funny time. But we dip into our return to a story of not only comedy, but also deep seated addiction and even a little bit of other things. So, it's a weird show, yes, we all know it. The first episode was the weirdest thus far, other than bits dabbled in here and there, like the apartment manager and his furry doll. I'm just gonna leave it at that one. But at least he has a doll and he doesn't, like, do what we were expecting of him, right? So, like, we take that? Sure. Anyway, you know what? Let me know your thoughts on whatever in the comment section down below. Hit like, subscribe, let the video run through, let me get the watch time, and let's get to it. Oh, and that's still going. Okay, like, the part of chain smoking usually isn't quite that literal, where you have to use every butt to relight the new cigarette because your lighter ran out. Like, granted, it's not a bad idea, but you could, like, just leave a couple for tomorrow and go and get a new lighter. Like, I know that the whole thing's about addiction and, like, obviously it's not a thing to be made fun of, but they are packaging it in ways to make jokes about it. So we hee ha ha while also knowing it's not a good thing. Damn, smoking so much even the flies in your room die. Crazy. I wish I could smoke that much to kill everything that enters here because, good lord, I have so many things that get in here unnecessarily. Like, whether it be flying things from the outside or little fucking crawly this and that. Hate it. Hate it so much. Oh, seems like a chill little party that everyone got to hang out and, enjoy their time. Yeah, Casa is like, we can share. No, you're going the wrong way. So, speaking of addiction and things like that, alcoholism. Make sure your drunk friends don't wander out on their own. They made the excuse she has her wallet. That does not help. Actually, that might make things worse, situationally depending. Because, like, she might run into a cat burglar. Bitch walked all the way to the convenience store from the Korean barbecue bar, whatever they were at. The fucking. Whatever. Well, I guess having her wallet on her was probably a good thing. So is that actually where she intended to go, or is that just kind of what happened? Okay, so is that something she's had installed on her since beastfolk integrated into human society? Or did her friends just put that on her because she tends to wander off when a certain amount drunk? That second part, honestly, not a bad idea if you're used to somebody just taking off. Yep, they put it on her. Not a bad idea. But, like, the way they just found her and threw her in the back of the truck for safekeeping as they drove off. At least it was a beautiful sight to have enjoyed in the early morning. What happened between this morning and now? What the hell? Like, I mean, I guess she is wearing it tied up for the most part usually, and it's hot and humid, and I guess, before you cut her hair, let me just, get in there. What? Why is she doing that? Where the hell did she... You know what? Sure. As we're always saying, there are pockets of holding on a woman's body. We've seen it various places before, and this is not the first time we've seen it include hair. Damn. Not she's an actual bag of holding. You got, what's that picture up there, and PSP? Or is that supposed to be a Switch? Either way. Some key charm, Zippo, not tongue depressor, maybe a nail file, some pills, a card, more cigarettes. Okay, so, like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, Yani's dumb fucking face, and the other one's dumb fucking face. Aruko, yeah, her. Okay, yeah, she had found uh certain paraphernalia from another type of substance that Yaku decided to put in there, and hopefully she doesn't like put them in the wrong place and jab Aruko, because being drunk and on something else, probably not a good combination. So Yani lost her cigarette. I wonder where. Can anybody Let's door explore this one. Can you guess where the cigarette got lost? Is it behind Yani? Is it in her hand? Or is it about to burn up Aruko's hair? Let me know in the comment section. So, that fire is definitely not normal, and she's figuring out why. This bitch. But yeah, fire is not supposed to burn bright blue 90% of the time. Okay, do we even have a name for this one yet, by the way? Like, we saw her in the other episode, and she, like, offered Yani to read her story, and did not like the criticism. But, like, do we even have a name for this one? Oh no. Sayori's about to judge the shit out of her because of her doom scrolling time. Which, for somebody like that to judge somebody for that, really says something, doesn't it? That one's name's supposed to be Tatsuro? Is she the one that the description is talking about? I don't know. Is that supposed to be a cat meme on Twitter? Probably. And yeah, 60 hours a week is just a little bit of doom scrolling. That's like around, 2.5 days of just kind of. Did she get lost again, or is this a flashback to the day prior? Okay, it's kind of funny, the two of them just sitting there making awkward conversation while they're on their way to pick Aruko up. Just making small talk. Not really sure what to say. Obviously, he probably tries to avoid most of them other than when, stuff needs doing. So, but was there a point to just flashing back on the two of them trying to pick Haruko up? Or was it just kind of like a bit of the awkward tension somehow? Because, I mean, I don't know. That was just little awkward. It didn't really have any. Well, I mean, I guess it could have had deeper meaning, but. Okay, Sayori is Tatsuro. Oh, good. She's getting help for her manga. I mean, could, be good to meet someone new, maybe have a new assistant or something, other than someone who's gonna burn up your work. They're all speaking at the same time, and they're wearing the same jumpers from Squid Games. Oh no. Is she being recruited? Yeah, she just took a look at their work, and apparently they're quite slow. But at least there's three of them, so it shouldn't be that bad, right? Hopefully. Oh. Yeah, that's not how you were supposed to do your job. Like, well done, but, that's not what you were supposed to do. The one with the scruffy hair is not artistic at all. So she's not gonna be a big help. Yeah, like, there's tired, and then there's ascended levels of tired. Like, she is feeling it, and she has, three people that are supposed to be helping her who are, not as good as she could use, but at least two of them sort of know what they're doing. She's so tired, she's just gonna be completely honest with her. Just like, how about instead of showing me every time you finish one little bit of work, you just do your work and I'll check it after. Yeah, she was just a little bit rude to them, but she's tired and they're. This is one of those times the term greenhorn would be fully applicable. Because not only are they new to the process, they're also like asking her things every single time. Like, a little annoying. Damn, that dripping water really went quite a ways, didn't it? So that's probably not good. Now she feels bad about yelling at the one earlier. Damn. Super Mangaka Shiori. W. New cat. Pen Pen. Or did she say Pan Pan? A cat petting a cat seems a bit weird, but it is another cute cat. And an actual cat in this case, not just one that can transform between the two. Which I still don't know if that's a confirmed thing based on what we saw before. And yeah, Yani just speaking so matter of factly. He bit you. Yeah, he did. But he still deserves praise and attention and affection like we all do. Meanwhile, she's realizing the problem or the consequences of her own actions in life. Yeah, you say that, but you look like you're having a rough time. Well, at least she did nice by her friend Pan Pan. Didn't catch it. Like, yeah. And she at least invited her inside of her dingy home. Well, meanwhile, she's there talking her hippie shit about, shedding materialistic desires, and, yeah, bitch, your tent is actually near that river, so don't be talking your shit when you're gonna lose the only possession you have that you didn't give up. Well, that's rude calling it large trash. Meanwhile, she rushed over there and is trying to get her shit, and he's like, "No, ma'am, you cannot do that." And again, the look on her face just kills me every time. I'd first paused to point this out before Rainbow started, but how the hell did she manage to get. Like, what happens when she wanders off when drunk that she got up there? She just found random fireworks in a bucket, or did she leave them there intentionally a while ago? Because we just panned on Yani on the beach and having a smoke, taking a drag, and now fireworks? Speaking of addiction and like warnings of things not to do, don't do this at home. Yeah, the episode ended off with her summer being over, and it's unfortunate that our summer indeed is just about over, but we'll ride out the warm time for the next month or so that we can, depending on where you live, obviously. I live in New York, and, well, that time comes sooner rather than I would like most years. But that's another topic entirely. That was another, fun episode, I guess, other than the awkward moment between Yaku and the apartment manager going off to find Aruko. But, usual case. It's a show about addiction and, other various topics. Last episode apparently was just for the humor. Other than, I guess, the biggest one in this episode was if you're that type of drunk, don't drink alone. And if you're going to drink with friends, make sure those friends are going to make sure you, like, don't get into trouble. Because, yeah, she has a GPS chip on her, so she won't, like, get lost for long if nothing bad happens. But what about if something bad did happen? Uh, and the thought on that to extend is don't track your friends without their permission, because that's illegal. And, like, I might cite for illegal things if they, like, help other people's safety or something, but I mean, I guess technically that is one of those things, but you still should get their permission. And secondarily, as I said just a moment ago, don't light any sort of firework and have it in your mouth, even a sparkler, because you don't want to, like, burn your hair off or something, or scorch your skin if it gets too close. But those have been your lessons for the episode, and, well, we'll see what the next episode has in store. You can let me know your thoughts about the show thus far, because, as I said, earlier, I know that, like, looking at addiction through a hee hee ha ha lens is not good for some people, and I've seen a lot of people complain about it. But here's the thing people tend to forget. If you take the things that are bad and put it in a humorous package that has a lesson to learn underneath it, that's the best way to absorb information. That's how I absorbed a lot of information growing up, and that's why not many people today are getting the information they need. And this is definitely one of those shows I can stand up on that high horse and say that people need to get with it more these days than they're not, because things are going in not a great direction and need more people to, yeah, figure out that for one reason or the other, whatever it might be that is thought of in the instance, because a lot of you probably thought of something in mind when I said that. But I ain't gonna stick on that topic for too long because I don't want to try and get too specific without, exact causation at the current time. So, that said, let me know your thoughts on the series and the episode and all that thus far of this show. And of course, about other shows, movies, etc. I should check out this season, next season, or in general. Please don't forget, hit the like button, subscribe to the other channels, ring bells, like Facebook, follow Twitter, Blue Sky, TikTok, Patreon, and Twitch. Subscribe to Patreon and Twitch because you get, the unedited versions of this for the most part over on Patreon, as well as exclusive content and maybe some other content in the future. Twitch, mostly Pokemon stuff, but that'll come as I get more people subscribed over there. And that said, it's been the Blazer King with King's Critique. Out, ta for now. Peace.